This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule. We're learning more about the tragic death of a local couple that police say was a murder-suicide, who they believe pulled the trigger, coming up. A fiery 10-car pileup in downtown Bakersfield leaves 2 people in the hospital, and police searching for the truck they say started the chain reaction. And just a week away from Thanksgiving, we need your help to put food on the table for our neighbors in need. How you can help make this holiday season a merry one on this Wednesday, November 17th, 2021. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for 17 News at Noon. I'm Maddie Jansen. And we begin with your 17 homicide tracker. Authorities confirming who killed who in the murder-suicide between a married couple. That married couple found dead in their own home. It happened November 8th on Lotus Lane in South Bakersfield just after 9 at night. Police now say that 59-year-old Manuel Martin Portillo Meza killed his wife, 56-year-old Deyanira Sanchez Baltazar, before turning the gun on himself. And police are asking for help this afternoon finding a missing at-risk teenager. Police say 16-year-old Anaya Lee was last seen on November 9th in the 700 block of Vine Street. Lee's considered at risk because she has no prior history of running away. She's described as 5 feet 6 inches tall, 115 pounds, with brown hair, brown eyes and brown curly shoulder-length hair with a piercing under the center of her nose. If you know anything, call BPD. Again, that number is 327-7111. Police are searching for the driver responsible for a massive chain reaction crash last night in downtown Bakersfield. It happened just before 6 p.m. on Union Avenue and 21st Street. 10 cars in all were involved. Police say the vehicles were slowing or stopped for a red light when a truck failed to slow down and hit a vehicle, starting the domino effect. One of the drivers involved, Christina Mancha, was lucky. She got away with just a bump on her head and some rear-end damage to her vehicle.
The good thing is I'm able to stand and everything, yes. I didn't know what to do. I panicked. I got out of my car and I was going to call 911, but then I seen the car behind me was in flames.
The driver of that vehicle that caught fire was pulled out by a Good Samaritan. Police report a woman and man were hospitalized, the woman in critical condition at last update. BPD says they're on the lookout for the driver responsible, believed to be driving a full-size Chevrolet Silverado. If you have any information, you can call police at 327-7111. Meantime, a bicyclist has died after being struck by a vehicle in southeast Bakersfield. It happened last night, according to California Highway Patrol, just before 6 o'clock yesterday evening on Eucalyptus Drive, just east of Fairfax Road, not far from Pioneer Park. CHP says for unknown reasons, a woman on a bike crossed the street in front of a car and was hit. That driver stayed on scene, and CHP says the driver was not under the influence of drugs or alcohol. And now to coronavirus, and a bit of good news as cases decline in Kern County. Yesterday we learned, or actually this morning, the latest update shows that another 313 people were infected with COVID-19. We also learned of 7 new deaths. Hospitals continue to improve as we head into the holidays. 198 people are in the hospital, 45 are in the ICU. That's the lowest number of ICU hospitalizations since late August. All adults may soon become eligible for the Pfizer COVID booster vaccine. In news first reported by the New York Times, the FDA could authorize Pfizer-BioNTech's COVID-19 booster shot for all adults as early as tomorrow or Friday, which is when the CDC's Vaccine Advisory Committee is scheduled to meet to discuss boosters. Pfizer requested emergency use authorization for the COVID booster last week, stating the results of their phase 3 clinical trial showed the third dose to be safe and effective.
Hello, this is Tim Callahan with Clinica Sierra Vista, and we're excited to unveil the Community Health Center of the Future, our comprehensive care center. It's located right across the street from Memorial Hospital. We have every service under one roof, from family medicine, OBGYN care, dental services for adults and children, behavioral health, and much more. So find your way to better care at Clinica Sierra Vista this year at our comprehensive care center. Visit our website, clinicasierravista.org, for the latest on this project. We'll see you soon.
Well, if you're blessed with plenty of food in your pantry this holiday season, you might consider helping families who are not as fortunate and have to turn to local food banks for their holiday meals. After a one-year hiatus, the KGET team has teamed back up with Community Action Partnership of Kern for the Holiday Food Drive. Kevin Schrett's standing by with an armful of the donations that people have brought down so far. and how you can still help. Kev, how's it going out there?
It's going pretty good, Maddie. Things have been at a steady pace throughout the morning and now into the early afternoon. And again, I'm holding just some staple items, some flour, some rice, and that's what we're asking for today, those staple items to put food on the table, especially as we head into the holiday season. I want to bring in James Berger right now with KAPK, and today a very important day for you guys as we head into Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Of course. It's that time of year when the community need really grows, and especially that spirit of the holidays is needed. So in addition to the staple items, we love to have holiday meal items, and it's been great to see some turkeys coming in and some sweet potatoes and all the fixings. So that's really critical to provide the need that really seems to grow during the holidays.
And a lot of people may think that we can't bring turkeys or hams, but you guys have a refrigerated truck, which is nice, so people can bring down those.
They certainly can. We can preserve those and get them ready and get them out to the community.
How big have you seen the need to be in our community? I mean, we look all around and we know the homeless problem is an issue. What do you guys see at the food bank?
Yeah, the impact has been dramatic. Since we were last able to do this wonderful event with you guys in 2020, our need grew from 23 million pounds of food to 33 million pounds of food. It's dropped off a little bit since that really high level because of the pandemic, but we're still well above what we saw the last time we did this.
Perfect. Thanks so much, James. So you have until 7 o'clock tonight, right outside our studios. You can't miss the big truck right off 22nd. And again, go through the pantry. I know I did that just a few days ago, and there's so many items that maybe you haven't used for a long time and you want to clean the shelves, but those items could really make a difference in somebody's life. So we're asking you to come out. We'll be here till 7 o'clock this evening. Maddie, we'll send it back to you.
All right, yeah, it's a beautiful day out there for the food drive. Thanks so much, Kev. 17 News is your local election headquarters. The debate over whether to redraw county districts came to an end yesterday, with county supervisors largely voting on a new map. In a 4-1 vote with Supervisor Leticia Perez opposing the decision, supervisors adopted the map known as Draft Plan A3. That would leave districts largely the same. The other map that was discussed was Draft Plan D, designed by the Equity Maps Coalition. It would have added a third Latino majority district.
The fact is that if we didn't move a single line, a single inch, we would meet the requirements of the law.
The fact is that what we're looking for is balance. Districts are drawn in such a way that the underserved areas of Kern County are in districts with other areas that are underserved.
Redistricting happens every decade following the census. The 2020 census revealed people identifying as Hispanic or Latino have become the majority in Kern County for the first time on record. Looking ahead to tomorrow, you might hear about a large-scale emergency happening out at Bakersfield Airport, but don't be alarmed, it's just a drill. The Kern County Airports Department will hold an emergency response exercise simulating a commercial plane crash with several local emergency crews, including police, fire, and the sheriff's office participating. Drills like this are designed to help agencies prepare a coordinated and quick response in case something actually happens. The FAA requires all commercial airports conduct a full-scale exercise every 3 years. Happening today, Victory Outreach Southwest Church is once again offering up free turkeys for those in need this Thanksgiving. The ongoing COVID-19 pandemic has caused a lot of financial hardship for people in Kern, and the church says it wants to help. They're handing out 300 turkeys to families at the annual event. It's happening at 7 p.m. at the church on the corner of New Stein Road and Bell Terrace. You can register at voswbakersfield.org. And if you find yourself in need of a good Thanksgiving meal this upcoming holiday, there are a lot of local organizations out there that want to help. Not just KAPK, but the Blessing Corner has you covered as well. They're offering up free turkeys and food baskets to families in need. The meals are uncooked, so you'll need to prepare them yourself. Just come on down and grab all the goodies. The meals are being distributed next Thursday. That's Thanksgiving Day at Blessing Corner on Union Avenue and 1st Street from 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. They'll also be delivering meals to local seniors from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. the day before. The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.